What's going on, guys? It's Armour, and today we're going to be talking about the possibility of a 2018-2019 Lakers super team that includes Paul George, LeBron James, John Wall, and DeMarcus Cousins. I know what you're thinking. That seems pretty crazy, but I'm going to explain why some people think that's a real possibility, as well as give you my overall thoughts on whether or not I think it'll happen. But before we get there, I need to tell you guys about this Lakers World app by Amino. Now, this app is responsible for helping make this video possible, but I have to tell you guys, when I was exploring through the app, I was really entertained. I think this app is absolutely hilarious. There's everything you could possibly want if you're a Lakers fan. There's news, there's gifs, there's memes, there's videos. But one of my favorite things to do on this app are the quizzes. Now, there's a ton of quizzes, like, do you know Brandon Ingram? There's Lonzo Ball quizzes, there's Lakers history quizzes, and that's what I like to do. I like to put my Laker knowledge up to the test to other Laker fans and see how it stacks up. I think it's a really cool, fun way to pass the time. And another thing I like about this app is how fast it is. I hate slow apps. I absolutely despise them, but this app is really fast, really intuitive, so you can go through a ton of quizzes in no time and see how your Laker knowledge is compared to other Laker fans. So that's really cool. If you're interested in getting this app, the links will be in the description box below. It's for iOS, it's also for Android. I want you guys to go download this app if you're a Lakers fan, because it's really hilarious. I want you guys to check out a poll that I made where I asked, who is the worst Laker coach of all time? We got Mike Brown, Frank Hamlin, Mike D'Antoni, and Byron Scott. I chose Mike Brown, but I want to hear what you guys think. So go ahead, take the poll with the link you see in the description box below and download the app. If you're a Laker fan, I think it'll be well worth your while, because again, this thing is absolutely hilarious. All right, now back to the topic that's in the title of the video. Lakers super team with LeBron James, Paul George, DeMarcus Cousins, and John Wall. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. That's crazy. That's absolutely not going to happen. But this theory is not my idea. This is actually a theory or an idea that came up from Bill Simmons. And this guy is one of my favorite NBA personalities ever. I think he's hilarious. I've been listening to his podcast for about 5 years now. I follow his site, The Ringer. Now, I'm just going to quickly run through all of the reasons why Bill Simmons thinks this is a real possibility, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on this potential Lakers super team. So let's get started with the first domino that Bill Simmons thinks is going to fall, and that's Paul George. I mean, he just thinks Paul George is going to the Lakers no matter what. Obviously, if Oklahoma makes it to the Western Conference Finals, or they even make it to the finals, it's going to be pretty hard for Paul George to leave Oklahoma City. That's why I wanted the Lakers to trade for him, because I didn't want him to get a little taste of success elsewhere, and he ends up liking it there and staying and re-signing. Granted, that doesn't happen in OKC. Bill Simmons thinks Paul George is going to LA no matter what. It's a done deal. That's what he thinks. So that's the first domino to fall. The next one would probably be LeBron James. Now, LeBron James to the Lakers, a lot of people around the association, on Twitter, on social media, think that LeBron could potentially leave Cleveland for a second time and break their hearts again and go to the Los Angeles Lakers. And here's why Bill Simmons thinks that's a real possibility. He's a little concerned that LeBron James has not come out and denied it. Everyone's talking about him leaving Cleveland again and going to the Lakers. It became public last month. He knows they're talking about it, and he really hasn't said anything about it. He hasn't said, this is ridiculous. I'm so tired of hearing this. I want to finish my career in Cleveland. He also noted that LeBron did everything he could in Cleveland. He brought them a title. He did an incredible amount of stuff with the scholarships in Akron. Basically, what Bill's trying to say is that LeBron did everything he could in Cleveland. He did right by that city. Now he wants to go to LA and move on to the next phase of his career. It's also a little weird that LeBron was sitting courtside for a Lakers Summer League game where they were not playing the Cavaliers. Usually these big superstars like LeBron, they go to Vegas, they watch their Summer League team play, and they say, peace, I'm out, and they go hit the strip. This was not the case with LeBron. He watched a Lakers Summer League game against the 76ers. That's a little weird to me, so there is a little bit of a conspiracy there, but a lot of people think that LeBron going to LA is a real tangible idea that might happen. Me, I'm not too sold on it, but that's just what other people are saying. Another interesting note about LeBron going to the Lakers is that they recently signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he is represented by Rich Paul at Clutch Sports. Now, we all know Rich Paul and LeBron James are like brothers, and LeBron actually owns a stake in Clutch Sports. So the idea is that the Lakers took care of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope by giving him a bunch of money on a one-year deal. And that was a little bit of a wink deal to say, hey, LeBron, we took care of you, we took care of your boys, now come over to us and, you know, be a Laker. Now, another player that's represented by Rich Paul and Clutch Sports is John Wall. So that's why Bill thinks John Wall going to the Lakers is a real possibility, because the front office over in LA already has connections with Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. So they think this is all a little bit of a backdoor deal to get these guys who are represented by Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, and technically LeBron James to come over and play in LA with the purple and gold. Now, where DeMarcus Cousins comes into play is that Bill thinks John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins are a package deal. These two guys are homies, they're brothers, they're both from Kentucky, and Bill has always thought that they would eventually end up on the same team. And since DeMarcus Cousins is an unrestricted free agent after this next season, he thinks that DeMarcus could go to LA and John Wall could follow, or vice versa. John Wall could go to LA and DeMarcus follows. I'm not really sure how that'll happen, because isn't John Wall under contract until the 2019-2020 season? I can't really find any information that says otherwise. I think he signed on for 2 more years. I don't see a player option that he could opt out of, so I'm not sure how John Wall can end up on the Lakers after this season. Maybe Bill just missed that little tidbit, but I'm not too sure. But that's what Bill thinks. He thinks John and Boogie Cousins is a package deal. They're gonna team up eventually, and that team may just be the Los Angeles Lakers. So there you have it. That's basically how Bill thinks Paul George, LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins, and John Wall are all gonna end up in LA together. As for my overall thoughts, of course, as a Lakers fan who bleeds purple and gold, I would love to have all 4 of these guys. I mean, they're superstars. I mean, whether you believe John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins are superstars or not, I certainly think they are. So yeah, I would love to have these 4 guys, but I'm a little bit weary on the possibility of it actually happening, because I'm under the assumption that John Wall is under contract for the next 2 seasons. So I'm not sure how that domino will fall, but these other 3 guys, it's totally a possibility. DeMarcus Cousins, free agent. LeBron James, free agent. Paul George, free agent. They're gonna have to clear up a lot of space to get those 3 guys, and even that 4th guy if John Wall, if someone explains to me how that's actually gonna happen. But basically, they have to get rid of the Luol Deng contract, and they're probably gonna have to give up a 1st-round pick to dump that terrible contract which was signed by Mitch Kupchak and Jim Buss. They're also probably gonna have to get rid of Jordan Clarkson's contract, which shouldn't be as hard as getting rid of the Deng contract. That would open up a lot of cap space. Basically, you're only having Zubac, Kuzma, Ingram, and Ball under contract, so you're gonna have a ton of cap space. Obviously, I wanna see this happen. If you can get those guys, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you do it 100 times out of 100. But I'm also a little bit hesitant, because I'm really enjoying the young core the Lakers have built here. I love Brandon Ingram. I love Lonzo Ball's game, and I wanna see a Lakers team win a championship where that young core has a pivotal part, not just them coming off of the bench and being role players. So that's why I would be much happier if they just got LeBron and Paul George, or Klay Thompson and Paul George, or Klay, Paul George, and LeBron, and have Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram all on the floor at the same time. That's what I want to see. But of course, if I could get John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, LeBron James, and Paul George, I'm taking that any day of the week, no questions asked. So there you guys have it. Those are my overall thoughts on this potential Lakers super team theory. It's just my opinion, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not happening, 10 being it's gonna happen. How likely is the possibility of these 4 guys coming to the Lakers is? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to download that Lakers World Amino app. Catch me in the public chat room saying Kyle Kuzma is the MVP. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. My name's Aaron. Catch you in the next one. Peace. It may just be me, but I really do feel like these are going to be a very solid option for wide footers, because when I put my foot in these, and my foot, it's slightly wide. It's not super wide, but it's